Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Saturday morning, yes, we are back after a slight interlude over the Easter holidays. Yeah, for us religious types, but at least for me anyway. We're back here. I feel a little bit refreshed, a little bit tired, but refreshed. We've got three parts of the whole on this comeback show on Cannon Fodder TV. It's mainly to do with that midfielder that we love so much, and some news in regards to Alexander Lacazette. Some strange going ons. Who are you going to call? I'm not sure. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. See you in a few seconds after this music intro. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, Saturday morning, and we are back in action, as I understand. We're back in action against who? So when the Saints come marching in. Don't change your career, Alex, if I ever had a career. But yeah, 3 p.m. kickoff, I believe. And my brother will be doing, I think his watch along sometime today. I'm not sure what time's going to be kicking off. I spoke to him briefly, but I was quite busy doing other bits and pieces. But anyway, guys, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, like I said, just subscribe to Cannon 40 TV, hit the bell notification button so you can receive almost all the latest news right here, right now on Cannon 40 TV. Right, so like I said, it's going to be mainly, well, we've got three parts of the whole, and there's two parts. The two parts? Well, anyway, it's about, you know, that midfielder. That midfielder. Sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted because I'm just trying to make sure that we are streaming live and direct to our Twitter feed. I'll remind everyone that we are live. There we go, guys. Pow! So, yes, who is it about? It's about Granit Xhaka. And let me remove this out of the way. Sorry, guys. Remove this. Yes, Granit Xhaka. Now, Martin Keown has urged Mikel Arteta to make a crucial midfield change ahead of a Southampton clash today. One of the key decisions Arteta will have to make is who plays at left back. Last week, Granit Xhaka was utilised in this role, with Nunes Tavares left on the bench. This was a surprise to many, as last season Xhaka performed left back in the role Kieran Tierney's absence, which hindered the overall team functionality. And it appears that the Spanish tactician hasn't learned from his previous mistakes. Well, those who don't hear will feel, as my mum and dad would say. Speaking ahead of the Southampton clash, Arteta appears to stand by his decision by playing Xhaka at left back, stating that the stats show how good he is in that position. Martin Keown, however, doesn't agree with the way the Swiss international is being utilised. It goes on to say that in order for his former club to reach the next level, they need players of better quality. Oh my goodness! Now, Wenger said something very telling, and he tells us in the first few weeks, I brought a player who can't tackle. He said. He actually told us that in a press conference. I think it's something you develop when you're very young. It's too late for now. I told him to stay on his feet. Maybe that is it's all said. There's an issue for him for his mobility, and he really shouldn't be playing left back in the most recent games because you expose him again. But he puts a performance in, and he's vital to team leadership. But for us to go to the next level, we need a player of better quality. I've been saying that for the longest time. Granit Xhaka. Now I know he's done this interview, hasn't he? What was it, the Football Forum or whatever it is there, and I haven't even bothered to listen to it. Um, I get it. I get it. He stabilizes the midfield somewhat. His temperament has a big question mark over it. We can talk about what he did, 2 seasons ago in the Crystal Palace game. The shirt and I'm going to always hold him to that because a captain should never be doing that. A captain has to lead by example. That's one thing. The other thing is, it's clear that by hook or by crook, Mikel Arteta is going to choose Granit Xhaka. He's going to choose him. That's one thing. The last thing I want to say is, you've got to look at last season. Tierney got injured, knee injury. It's like, I don't know. Is Arsenal cursed? Lightning striking twice in the same place, left back. But this time, Arsenal spent 150 odd million pounds in the summer transfer window, and we brought in Nuno Tavares for that reason. And now we're not even playing him. It's just, I think probably just the last thing I want to say is that at his best, Granit Xhaka, it's still not good enough. It's not good enough. His best for Arsenal is not good enough. Whether he's paired with Thomas Partey in the midfield, or if he's the backup left back, his best is just not good enough. And Martin Keown is correct. He is correct. We need players of better quality. Granit Xhaka's best, at his best, it's still not enough. Actually, you could probably say that for maybe quite a few players. Jeremy. His best is just not good enough for us. But on the back of that, I think the Arsenal legends must have got together and say, "Oi, Keown, you talk about him first, and I'll talk about him afterwards." Yeah, you talk about him first, and I'll talk about him afterwards. Because Paul Merson has also weighed in on Granit Xhaka. The title reads tells you a lot. Paul Merson admits it's a shock. It shocks you. Arsenal or ace. Wait, it can't be an ace. Always starts. Paul Merson has admitted that in his own column for the Daily Star that it shocks you. Granit Xhaka seemingly always starts for Arsenal, despite the midfielder lacking any standout qualities. That's a little bit harsh. Well, of late, the last few seasons, yes. But when he first came in, the long range passing, 30, 40-yard passing, and then the long range shots. I mean, that's just diminished. It's just diminished from his game. But anyway, we know Granit Xhaka joined Arsenal from Borussia Mönchengladbach for 35 minutes in 2016, with Arsene Wenger hailing the arrival of an exciting young player. The Swiss has since made a total of 242 appearances. 242 appearances. Yeah. After defeats at the hands of Man City and Leicester City, against whom Xhaka featured at centre half, Arteta axed the Swiss against Manchester United and Aston Villa. He has otherwise only watched 3 single matches from the bench without them featuring then as a substitute. Yet Paul Merson admits Xhaka near on always features if available can take former by surprise. He does not feel the 100 cap Swiss star gives Arteta anything particular special, either in attacking sense with goals or assists as a playmaker or defensively. Oh, but that's everything, isn't it? That is everything. Every manager that comes in Arsenal plays Granit Xhaka, he wrote. He plays virtually every game. He has ever been left out for any length of time. That tells you a lot. He must have something about him because he doesn't make goals. He doesn't score goals. He's not going to hit you with a 60-yard pass. I don't mean to be horrible, but he still plays every week. So every manager has managed him must see something there. He's captain the club and he must have a big voice in the dressing room. But obviously he's lost that after having his row with the fans. I wouldn't say that he's underrated. He plays in midfield and he's not a defensive midfielder really because Thomas Partey is playing there. He doesn't have an amazing passing range either. Sometimes it shocks you. He plays every week, but he gives 100% all the time. I never look at Arsenal's team sheet and I think, oh my God, Xhaka's playing. So I don't have a problem with him playing every week. So what are you talking about? I don't understand. Paul Merson, you just kind of contradicted. You've just contradicted yourself. We said, "Oh my God, he starts for a week, but he doesn't have any standout traits about him." But you're saying you look at the sheet, you don't think, "Oh God, Granit Xhaka's." I don't understand Paul Merson. It's either one or the other. Are you shocked that he starts every week, or are you not shocked he starts every week? You know how I feel. Anyway, let's go on to the last segment, new segment, and it's actually in regards to Lacazette. The goals for Lacazette have just dried up. Mikel Arteta refuses to explain private reason, and it's on the Lacazette missed Arsenal training session. Mikel Arteta opted not to share any information on the private reason Lacazette was absent from Arsenal's training. The 30-year-old featured in last week's defeat to Brighton and isn't known to have picked up any injury, but Lacazette was missing from training earlier this week ahead of Arsenal's crunch game today, Southampton. When asked why the striker was absent, Arteta said there are private reasons that I can't comment on, but I have no other team news apart from the guys we discussed. Ooh. Pressed on the situation with Lacazette, the Spanish boss added, we will see if he's available. It's a good possibility that's the case. Ooh. There was also quizzed on the extent of the injury Thomas Partey picked up in a recent defeat to Crystal Palace. The midfielder was initially thought to be facing weeks out on the sidelines, but the Gunners manager is less positive now. The news we've got after another assessment is not great. It's not looking positive for his availability this season, but we will have to wait and see. He wants to get back ASAP, but at the moment, it's not looking good. So these guys, or those, or that, has been the latest news currently running on Canal 4 TV. Mikel Arteta. Ooh. It's a private conversation between me and the player. But Arteta, we're just asking a question. No, it's a private situation. Anyway, people, you can come into the live chat and let me know your thoughts. Come in, tell me your prediction for the game today, 3 p.m. against the Saints. So when the Saints come marching in. And situation for Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. What's to do with a player like Granit Xhaka? Can't shoot, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Can't shoot, won't shoot. Can't pass, won't pass. Can't defend, won't defend. What does he actually do? Anyway, people, it's kind of look into. What was the last poll that we did? Anyway, I'm gonna look now and see what was the latest poll, the last poll that we did a few days ago. It seemed like a long while, but yeah. Anyway, let's kind of get the engines churning and see what was the latest poll. Oops. Right. It was actually in regards to Nuno Tavares. Continue to play Nuno Tavares, and actually, this was a couple of days ago. Yeah, the 14th. Out of 708 votes, guys, thank you for that. 4 comments and 25 likes. Would you continue to play? Continue to play Nuno Tavares, left back? 25% of you say no, don't play him. And of course, 72% says, yeah, gonna play him. And I'm in the 72% camp. Why did we buy a left back to be the backup to Kieran Tierney, and you're not gonna play him? Doesn't make any sense. You might see him today, or maybe you might not. Arsenal are like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get. All right, people. All right, let's go into the live chat and see who was joining us on this Saturday morning. Happy Easter to everyone who enjoys the festive Easter season. For us religious types, yeah. And actually, I went to Trafalgar Square with my wife to see the Passion of the Christ. What a spectacle, man! Whether you are religious or not religious, it's worth going. I mean, the weather was fantastic, and we got there and we bought we didn't buy one, but the guide of what's going to be happening. We made a donation. We sat and they said, well, actually, before it starts, would you mind sitting down? I was thinking, I ain't going to be sitting down anyway. I'll sit down. I'm not going to get up. But the sun was beating down and people filled in and started off. Actually, no, they said it's going to be a 90-minute show. 2 hours. 2 hours of standing. I wish I'd sat down. Anyway. Hey up, Gooners. It's Ashley D. I hope you're keeping well, Ashley D. Happy Easter to you. And Monty, morning, Alex, and the Canal 4 family. I hope you are well, my brother. Hope you can say hello to the family from everyone on Canal 4 TV, please. And Monty going to say that please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. Yes. Let's get him, Daddy. Red Card Xhaka is the pure example where people think he's good. That shows how low we are, how our standards are low and how they are now. Yeah, again, for me, at his best, his best is just not good for Arsenal. And I don't want to mention this platform, give any kind of free shout outs, but there was a particular contributor, and he did this video maybe 4 years ago. Because I think at that point he was talking about when Arsenal Wenger just, so maybe like 4 years ago. And he says in the video that if you're saying Arsenal is an elite club, you've got to have elite players. And if these players are not elite, you've got to get them out. All managers are going to have their favored players. I understand that. I understand that, but not to the detriment of where Arsenal can be in the future. I'm not just like, I mean, I know we've been talking about 2 segments about Granit Xhaka, but Granit Xhaka is not the only player who, for me, is not elite. We've not won the Premier League for 17 years and counting. So it tells you something about the recruitment. The recruitment at Arsenal over the last, I say, 10, 15 years just hasn't been good enough. Have they been elite players? No, they haven't. Which means that Arsenal is not an elite club anymore. Not an elite club. But if you're saying that Arsenal is an elite club, then recruit elite players. Go about your business in an elite way. Anyway. Come on, guys. Come on. Any more comments? Let me just quickly see and make sure that we are streaming live. And I'm not sure whether Jonathan in Colombia, one of our contributors, is watching, but he's just retweeted out my tweet. Well, good morning, Jonathan. I hope you are well. Feliz Pascua. So happy Easter to you. And okay. Oh, let me close it down. Come on, people. Any more comments? Come on. Otherwise, we'll close it down, which is okay. Well, rather than just kind of gassing on just for the sake of talking, I'd rather be out in the garden helping my wife. Actually, I was out in the garden helping my wife, and I came back here just to start my show. And just remember, guys, that my brother will be doing his live watch on. I'm not even sure what time it's going to be kicking off. Today, I know it's at 3 p.m. kickoff time. So I guess maybe it might be 2:45 when it kicks off. I'm not sure. So I think what I will do, I'll get 2 news notices. First off is this one here, that we are going to be at next week, Saturday. And we will be filming, we'll be interviewing, hopefully, the organizers of this wonderful community project. They called Kickoff at 3. Stephen Lawrence Day, Saturday the 23rd of April. Bishop's Park, Carlisle Lane, Southeast 1. And if you have a few moments to spare, actually a couple of hours to spare, come down. And if you do see us, come over and say hello. You might be live. We're going to be streaming live anyway for a short time. And also, if you're not short on a few change and you would like to make a donation, I have left the link for this organization, I think the website, as well as their Twitter profile, Twitter handle in the description box. So it's a worthy cause, Stephen Lawrence Day, Saturday the 23rd of April, Bishop's Park, from 2 to 4 p.m. I hope to be able to speak to and film, and actually maybe do an interview with 2 of the organizers, Michael and Ashley. So again, come down there. We're going to be there. We will be there. And the other thing I want to just talk about very briefly, and I've got starting to get some negativity about me promoting an opportunity that can benefit everyone. And I'm thinking, right, well, much like a TV channel, if you don't like what you're seeing and what you're hearing, you can always turn the channel. And much like here, if you don't like how we deliver and how we speak about Arsenal and other bits and pieces as well, you can always unsubscribe or tune into another channel. It's as simple as that. I'm not holding you to ransom here. You don't have to be here listening to me or my contributors or my brother, whoever is on Canon 42. You don't have to listen to us. So you find it too jarring, it's too upsetting, or you get annoyed, just unsubscribe or listen to another channel. But when I'm talking about an opportunity that can benefit yourself, you're not going to stop me. You are not going to stop me. I will continue talking about this opportunity, which can benefit you, your family, anyone on the face of this planet. Only except if you're not in the United States and Canada just yet. But you're not going to stop me talking about an opportunity, or as we call it, it is a gift. Okay? So I'm going to quickly talk about, again, the opportunity to earn some passive income. Passive income paid out every week. We get paid every week. And I know literally the situation with the price of fuel, the price of living has gone up. And if you're probably worried, you're thinking, how am I gonna, reach out to me, and I will show you how you can earn some passive income. Passive income, you're leveraging the money you have to work for you, not the other way around. A regular job, you're working all the hours for the money. It doesn't work this way. You have money, and the money works for you. Now, if you're that person, you're thinking, yeah, Alex, give me the details. Send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. As simple as that. Have a look at this video. I think I've just seen some more comments there. Let's see you on the other side of this video. I'm going to go back into the live chat. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes. But imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now. arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. So there you go. Again, another message. And again, you're not going to stop me. Those people complaining about, oh, this, that. You're not going to stop me. Okay? Again, this is an opportunity that benefits everyone if your mind is open. If your mind's not open, then clearly it's not an opportunity for you. But those of you who have an open mind, that's the first requirement. Your mind has to be open. Send me an email again, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. All right, people. All right, let's go back into the live chat for the last time. Let's see what else are comments here. She says, hey up, 7 of you here this lovely day. Pop in and say hi and let us know where on this planet you're watching from the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world, even just around the corner from me. You know where I live there, do you? You know that I live in London. Yeah. If you do go and see Alex, remember to take an ice bucket. We're not quite there yet, Ashley. Let's have a look. Is this the latest one? I think this is the latest one. Let me remove your comment. Put this here. Yeah, so this is the latest. This is the latest. Arsenal currently sit in 5th place, 54. Then down the road in 4th, 57 with 31 played. West Ham, 51 from 32 played. And United, 51 from 31 played. So that's the latest. That's the latest, people. Thank you for that, Ashley. Thank you very much. All right, so I think what I'll do, I'll run through the new segments again before I wrap this one up. Inside 24 minutes. Can I put it up here? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Where it is. Where it is. All right. Okay. Here we go. So in regards to Granit Xhaka, Martin Keown's kind of weighed in on the debate about Granit Xhaka played at left back. Martin Keown urges Mikel Arteta to make a crucial midfield change ahead of the Southampton clash. One of the key decisions Arteta will have to make is who to play at left back. Last week, Granit Xhaka was utilised in that role with Nuno Tavares left on the bench. I just don't understand it, man. Don't understand it. Martin Keown, however, doesn't agree with the way the Swiss international is being utilised. It goes on to say that in order for his former club to reach the new level, they need players of better quality. Now, Wenger said something very telling. He told us in the first few weeks, I brought a player who can't tackle. God, He actually told us that in a press conference. I think it's something you develop when you're very young. It's too late for him now. I've told him to stay on his feet. Well, I think to be fair, he has stayed on his feet. But maybe that's all it is. There's an issue for him with mobility, and he really shouldn't be playing left back in the most recent games because you expose him again. But he puts a performance in, and he's vital in terms of leadership. But for us to go to the next level, we need quality, better quality players. And then, yeah, Paul Merson kind of weighs in on the discussion about Granit Xhaka. I am convinced that these guys must call one another. And there's Paul Merson calling Martin Keown. Oi, Keown, you talk about that player, Granit Xhaka, and I'll kind of back it up with you. I was thinking, oh my goodness. But anyway, it tells you a lot. Yes, Paul Merson admits it's shock. It shocks you. Arsenal ace always starts. Paul Merson has admitted in his column for the Daily Star that it shocks you. Granit Xhaka seemingly always starts for Arsenal, despite the midfielder lacking any standout qualities. We know Xhaka joined from Borussia Mönchengladbach in 2016 in a deal for £35 million, with Arsene Wenger hailing the arrival of an exciting young player. The Swiss has since made 242 appearances for at Arsenal across all competitions. After defeats Manchester City and Leicester City against whom Xhaka featured at centre half. Arteta axed the Swiss against United and Aston Villa. He otherwise only watched 3 single matches from the bench without them featuring as a substitute. Yet Merson admits Xhaka near on always features, if available, can take the former Arsenal star by surprise. He doesn't feel that the 100 capped Swiss international gives Arteta anything particular special, either in attacking sense with goals or assists as a playmaker or defensively. Every manager that comes in at Arsenal plays Granit Xhaka, he wrote. Plays virtually every game. Has he ever been left out for any length of time? That tells you a lot. He must have something about him because he doesn't make goals, he doesn't score goals, he's not going to hit you with a 60-yard pass. I don't mean to be horrible, well, actually, most of you are being horrible, but he still plays every week. So every manager has managed him, must see something there. He's captain the club and he must have a big voice in the dressing room, but obviously he's lost that after having his row with the fans. I wouldn't say he's underrated. He plays in midfield and he's not a defensive midfielder, really, because Thomas Partey is playing there. He doesn't have an amazing passing range either. Sometimes it shocks you he plays every week, but he gives 100% all the time. I never look at Arsenal's team sheets. Oops. And oh my God, Shaka's playing. So I don't have a problem with him playing every week. I'm thinking, what is it? Oh, Paul Mercer, man, you give me some jokes, man. You give me some jokes. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, on to the last segment in regards to Alexander Lacazette. And it's a bit of a strange one. Lacazette, Arteta refuses to explain private reason Lacazette missed Arsenal's training. Mikel Arteta opted not to share any information on the private reason Lacazette was absent from Arsenal's training. The 30-year-old featured last week's defeat to Brighton and isn't known to have picked up any injury. But Lacazette was missing from training earlier this week ahead of Arsenal's clash away at Southampton today, actually. When asked why the striker was absent, Arteta said, "There are private reasons that I can't comment on, but I have no other team news apart from the guys we discussed." Private, what's going on with you? And that's it. That is it, people. So I noticed there's been maybe one or two, yeah, just a few more, and then I think we're going to be out of here and leave it to my brother to do his watch along later on this afternoon. We're back in action against the Saints. When the Saints come marching in. Talking about my brother, he says, "Yeah, goodness, still getting used to this tech, but hope to start just before the game time for the watch long. Join if you want to see me be proved wrong for my ice bucket challenge." Well, you haven't got an ice bucket challenge, man, have you? Have you got an ice bucket challenge? I don't think you have, man. It's me, isn't it? It's me. And we are done, people. We're finished. I hope you enjoyed the show. Again, look out for my brother's watch along. Give him all the support that he needs, all the support that he requires. And I didn't even give you guys a prediction. I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a 2-2 draw. If Lacazette plays, I guess I'll probably be looking for him to get on the score sheet, of course. 2-2. 2-2. An honourable draw. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the remnants of your day. And you have been listening and watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans.